This is USNH Naples Hospital Hotspot with Lieutenants Kate Rooney and Kyle Brown. Brought to you from the atrium at US Naval Hospital, Naples, Italy.
Good morning. Today is Monday, December 2nd. We hope that you and your family had a wonderful Thanksgiving and enjoyed the long weekend. I'm Lieutenant Kate Rooney, and this is USNH Naples Hospital Hotspot. To start our program today, let's go over to Lieutenant Kyle Brown. He's standing by within the news. Good morning, Lieutenant Brown.
Thanks, Lieutenant Rooney, and good morning to all of you. I hope that everybody had a great holiday weekend. In the news this week, USNH Naples hosted a Thanksgiving dinner in our galley on Tuesday. Volunteers served up traditional Thanksgiving meals to over 200 unaccompanied sailors, bringing a taste of the holidays and a warm atmosphere here to Naples. The Thanksgiving meal came on the heels of a Veterans Appreciation Dinner that took place in late November. Over 200 local veterans were treated to a meal that was sponsored by the hospital's First Class Petty Officers Association. The hospital's Directorate of Public Health has administered over 4,500 flu vaccines this season, and 92% of active duty members in our area of responsibility are vaccinated. With the peak of flu season rapidly approaching, there's still time to get your flu shot. Remember, the very young and those over the age of 65 are most at risk, along with those patients who are pregnant, have asthma, or suffer from underlying chronic disease. While the flu mist is no longer available, all eligible patients can receive the flu shot at the IMS clinic here at the hospital. TRICARE beneficiaries living in CONUS will see some changes in the availability of walk-in benefit services at military treatment facilities. Walk-in services like TRICARE enrollments or PCM change requests will now be handled by call centers and web-based applications. However, there will be no change to business overseas. Beneficiaries will still have access to these services here at the TRICARE Operations Department on the ground floor of the hospital. In the panorama this week, you can catch our latest Ask the Doc article on supplement safety. Remember, it's wise to consult with your primary care provider before starting any new dietary or health supplement, and the community should pay close attention to the latest FDA warnings regarding supplement safety. Also in the panorama, catch our emergency preparedness article, where you can find a list of items that you should include in your family's emergency kit. As always, you can get to know the hospital staff in the Spotlight column. That's all for this week's In the News. We're going to go back out to the atrium where Lieutenant Rooney is standing by with Lieutenant Crumpton from Medical Home.
Thank you, Lieutenant Brown. A couple of weeks ago, the hospital celebrated National Nurse Practitioner Day. We're fortunate enough to have 2 NPs on staff here in Naples. Joining us this morning is one of our nurse practitioners, Lieutenant Eddie Crumpton from the Medical Home Fort Clinic. Lieutenant Crumpton, thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome.
A lot of people have heard the term nurse practitioner. They may have heard it mentioned or even been seen by one, but they may not have a good understanding of the role that the nurse practitioner plays within the healthcare team. Can you describe what nurse practitioners are and what role they play in the delivery of care?
Sure, I'd be happy to. Well, nurse practitioners are simply a member of the healthcare team. We're licensed independent practitioners, providers if you were, that manage acute illnesses and provide chronic disease management, health promotion, and just education.
Great. Now there are also PAs or physician assistants on staff here at USNH Naples. Are nurse practitioners the same as PAs, or what might be some of the differences between the two?
Well, there is some role confusion with providers in general. Physician's assistants are an intricate part of the healthcare team, and they work in close integration with the physician. And they work directly for the physician, so underneath their license, and they collaborate closely with the plan of care and are directly supervised by the physician. The nurse practitioners are simply independent practitioners.
As mentioned, we're fortunate enough to have 2 nurse practitioners on staff here at USNH Naples. Where might patients encounter yourself or Captain Steiner, our other nurse practitioner?
Captain Steiner is our other nurse practitioner, and she is a member of the team, but she works predominantly at Capodichino, and they serve an all active duty military population. So if you're active duty military, you would probably encounter her there. And if you're coming here to the medical home port, you encounter me here at the hospital.
Great. Thank you for being with us this morning on Hospital Hotspot, and happy belated Nurse Practitioners Day.
Thank you.
Lieutenant Brown is standing by in the cafe with a couple members of the hospital CSAT organization. Lieutenant Brown?
Thanks, Lieutenant Rooney. I'm joined here in the atrium with H.N. Martin from the Patient Administration Department and H.M. Smith from the Dental Clinic. They're both here with us this morning representing the hospital CSAT organization. Now, what does CSAT stand for, and what is the goal of CSAT here within the hospital?
CSAT stands for the Coalition of Sailors Against Destructive Decisions, and every month Big Navy will put out a topic for CSAT to promote throughout the hospital and the community, each command. There will be topics such as suicide prevention awareness, domestic violence, safe driving, so on and so forth. And our goal as CSAT is to get other sailors involved and help spread the word throughout the community command.
Wonderful. And HM3 Smith, who would folks go to and who's eligible to become a member of CSAT?
CSAT is open to all active duty members. We try to aim for people 18 to 25, but we don't discriminate. We take people of all ages. If they were interested in joining CSAT, they can talk to myself or H.M. Martin. H.M. Martin being the president, I'm the public affairs officer.
Okay.
We have a link on the intranet page. All 6 of our officers are listed on there. You can speak to any one of them also.
And is this something that is unique to the hospital, or do all the Navy commands throughout this region and throughout the world, do all commands have a CSAT organization?
Yes, all the commands actually do have their own CSAT. This is the CSAT for Naval Hospital Naples.
Okay.
NSA currently has its own CSAT also. One other big CSAT organization is the one in Great Lakes. They also have like a really great Facebook page and stuff like that.
Wonderful. Okay, and so what, H.M. Martin, what events does our local CSAT organization here at the hospital have coming up that the community should know about?
Currently, CSAT is planning on December 6th over at the high school. We will be having our Suicide Prevention Awareness Luminary Walk to commemorate those that we have lost to suicide. So that'll be on December 6th from 1700 to 1900. We're also working on doing a volleyball tournament right now.
Wonderful. Okay, well, we will certainly get the Luminary event posted on our Facebook page so that the community is aware. And thank you both for being with us on Hotspot this morning.
Thank you,
Lieutenant Rooney, we're going to go back over to you in the atrium with On the Calendar.
Thank you, Lieutenant Brown. On Thursday, December 12th, the Naples Area Nurses Association will host a health professions career fair for the upperclassmen from Naples Area High School. The event will be held in the atrium from 13 to 1500. If your son or daughter is interested in learning more about a variety of health professions, have them reach out to the high school nurse or contact the hospital at 629-6262. That's all for this week's On the Calendar. Do you have something that you'd like to see featured on Hospital Hotspot? We'd love to hear your feedback and suggestions. Feel free to write us a message on Facebook, comment on our posts, or send us an email to nhnaples-pao@med.navy.mil. That's all for us today on Hospital Hotspot. We'll be back on December 16th with our final episode of 2013, as we'll be taking a break for the holidays. Until then, for USNH Naples Public Affairs Office, I'm Lieutenant Kate Rooney, and we'll continue to lead the change to better health.